flag returned.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I got a good one for you today as we are talking about Halo Infinite, the multiplayer preview. Both weekends have come and gone, Sag, I know, and I'm going to talk about my overall experience, what my thoughts are about this game, and why I think at the very, very least, Halo Infinite multiplayer experience will be the king of FPS for 2021, hands down. What's up, guys? Veteran Gamer here, and with Halo Infinite, let's get right into it. I make a bold statement. I know it's a bold statement stating that Halo's multiplayer will be the best multiplayer shooter of 2021. This is coming from a person who is currently, as of the making of this video, playing Battlefield 2042. I've played Call of Duty Vanguard, and I've played another unnamed FPS title that I can't talk about due to NDA. And out of the 4 titles, Halo Infinite is without question the best of the 4 when it comes to the multiplayer experience. I'll do a Battlefield impressions video in the near future, but as I'm currently in the midst of it. But from what I've played about that game, and I've probably played about 3 hours of it so far, it's not going to top Halo. The Halo Infinite beta, I was in the first flight against bots. I was in this flight as well. I've probably logged on between both weekends and the bot flight probably around 35 hours in this beta. 35, 40 hours, something like that. And the reason I think Halo Infinite is going to be the top dog is for 2 words. Fun factor. Halo Infinite, I don't care what your level of skill is. I don't care if you're an esports person or a super casual. You are going to have fun with Halo Infinite. And that's just the bottom line. It doesn't matter if you're playing 4v4 Slayer. It doesn't matter if you're playing the big team battle. This game has a lot of fun. There's a lot of potential. There's a lot that you can do in the game that you wouldn't realize you can do until you actually do it. Like, the one thing I'll give credit to Halo Infinite is the sandbox. I talked about in my previous video on how Halo Infinite felt like an evolved form of Halo 3, and I still stand by this. Halo 3 being heralded as the pinnacle of Halo multiplayer by most, and Halo Infinite has taken that formula and modernized it. The sandbox in Halo Infinite is absolutely brilliant. It doesn't matter if it's 4v4, it doesn't matter if it's big team battle. Everything about the sandbox is what makes this game. The balance of the game is so good that virtually every weapon in the game is viable. You could win a team fight or any given fight, even if you are shot from behind first, which is usually not the case for a game like Call of Duty or even Battlefield, where if you get shot first, chances are you're dead. In Halo, that's not the case. You can actually outplay your enemies and win a battle that technically you should have lost. But performance-wise, everything with the game was fine for me. I'm running on a 3080 Ti at 1080p max settings. I was getting about 150 frames per second. It did have dips, so there's room for optimization. I didn't experience many crashes. I think about 3 crashes or so in about 35 to 40 hours of gameplay. So to say the least, Halo Infinite, at least the flight, it was very well polished. There are certain quirks that still need to be taken care of. You know, personally, one of the issues I think needs to be improved is the radar range. I think the radar range is a little too short. I also think that some of the weapons, like the carbon pulse rifle or it's the energy pulse rifle, I can't remember the name, I'm drawing a blank at the moment. I felt that weapon was a little bit weaker. But these are just dials. These are just dials that 343 can tune to make sure the balance is where it needs to be. The BR is still the BR. You just gotta find it. And overall, everything about Halo Infinite, much like I stated in my previous video, felt great. People I spoke to who missed out on the first flight and got in on the second flight, they have high praise. Everywhere you look on social media, Reddit, you name it, everyone's talking positive, and it's because it is that good. When the question gets asked, is it that good? It legitimately is that good. And that's a huge W for 343. They did a fantastic job. And for anyone in doubt, this is without question going to have the best multiplayer experience. I would bank on it. Considering the fact that Battlefield is a full price game and it doesn't have a campaign. Call of Duty is also a full price game, but it does feature a campaign. You have Halo Infinite that has a free to play multiplayer experience. You don't even have to have Game Pass to play the multiplayer. Then throw in the obvious, you sign up for Game Pass and you can play the campaign for $20, assuming you're not a new subscriber. But in terms of a value proposition, Halo Infinite already has a leg up on its competition. Now you couple that with what is, in my opinion, the best multiplayer experience of the 4 shooters that I've played. It's an automatic win. The only people that realistically, and it's part of the business, but it's unfortunate, the only people that are not going to be playing Halo are PlayStation players. And I apologize, I feel sorry for you guys. I apologize for you guys, I have a PlayStation, I have a PC, but this is business, You need exclusives to sell hardware, and this is a big win. This is the kind of game that will get people to buy an Xbox. Plain and simple. Or if you have the financial means, you'll buy a gaming PC, which is what I did. I had a blast playing Halo Infinite. I could not put it down. The saddest part is that the flight is over and I can't play it till December 8th unless they do another flight, which is not likely, but you never know. I am stoked for Halo Infinite. It has been a long time coming. And this game, mark my words, from a multiplayer standpoint, it will have the best experience of any shooter to be released in 2021, hands down. I look forward to playing it. I look forward to its release. I hope the campaign is good. That's the only thing that's missing. But when it comes to the multiplayer, I would say the ultimate concern that any player should have is the anti-cheat. Obviously, this is free to play. We all know how free to play games are, especially with cheaters. And, say what you will about Valorant's anti-cheat system. That anti-cheat system works. So, I hope 343's got the anti-cheat system down pat, because this game can get ruined, like any other game, by cheaters. But at the end of the day, Halo Infinite, in my opinion, from the multiplayer standpoint, has regained the crown. It is the king of 2021 when it comes to FPS multiplayer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Veteran Gamer. I hope to see you guys next time. And this is Halo Infinite.
Double kill. Mashed. Killing spree.